and welcome to our bathroom floor. Probably shouldn't show that too much. I am sure it's dirty. Anyways, today I am bringing you along as I fill these puppies in. And this is a hot topic. People have been asking me, how do I do my eyebrows? And how do I fill them in? What products do I use? Blah, blah, blah. So today I thought I would bring you along on this endeavor. It's not my favorite thing to do, not gonna lie, but I feel like it makes a huge difference in your face. So if you're into this, if you're curious, keep on watching and see how all of this comes together. I kind of alternate between 3 different products, I think. The product I use kind of depends on the state of my eyebrows. Basically, if they're dyed and fading or if they've like totally faded out, like what we're working with right now. So this is kind of my go-to product for when my eyebrows have no dye in them. As you can see, I feel like it works really well, and let's just get started. I'm gonna put my hair up and get y'all set up on the side of the tub, and we're just gonna do this. Okay, so I think that we are situated. I'm sorry for the glare over here and whatever else you see, but I am approaching it this way because this is legitimately how I do this. There's this window right above me and it gives me the best light. I feel like that's tip number 1, is to find a spot with good lighting. And wherever that spot is, you just kind of have to make it work. Hence, I'm on the floor, but I'm not above that, so it's cool. Tip number 2 is just kind of getting all of the essentials, all of your tools. For me, that's my mirror, the product itself, a Q-tip just in case things go crazy, and oh, this is another cool thing that I thought I would just show y'all, and it helped me a lot in the beginning before I really got the hang of this, and you just have to roll with it, but these helped me a lot in the beginning. I don't know if it'll focus or not, but it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills. They're like little stencils. So they're just like little, I'll try to get one out, hold on. They're like these little pieces of plastic, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell what that is or not, but they basically have, it's like a little set of these, and you find the one that best fits the shape of your eyebrow, and it helps you to really get that definition and that arch and just figure out how to actually make the shape that you want. I really don't use these anymore, but I still like to have them, and I recommend them for beginners because they're nice. I guess let's get into it. I don't know how well you'll be able to see me. I'm gonna try to angle this so that you can see me, but you'll get the idea, I think. So I've shown this in, what video was it? Was it our gift guide for last year? I'm not sure, but it's this little mirror combination. I won't turn it around and blind you with the reflection of the camera, but I love this specific mirror because it comes with the regular size mirror, but it also comes with this little one that has extra magnification. And I use both of them in this process because I use the up close and personal one to actually fill them in and do my eyebrows. But then another key point with doing your eyebrows and filling them in to the extent that we have to with having such blonde eyebrows is that once you finish this step, you really need to take a step back and look at like a normal mirror from a normal distance, because it's easy to think that it's like all good up close and personal with this magnified mirror. But if you take a step back, that really helps you to see like, okay, are these actually even, or do I look totally crazy, or you know, whatever. It just gives you a little bit more perspective, a little bit real world, because we want to look as normal as possible. That's my goal. So, the product that I'm going to use today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pomade in the color, I think that says blonde. Yeah, it does. And I'll link everything that I can in the description box below. But basically, I think this is the lightest color that they have, but it's just like a little tub thing, I don't know, of this product. And I hated to, y'all, but I did go ahead and buy the recommended tool brush thingamabob. Because as much as I didn't want to, I was like, if this is going to work, I need the proper equipment. And I can honestly say that this is a big deal. Like, you need this or like the same kind of concept, because this, if I didn't have this, I'm sure this would look a lot stranger. One end has the actual brush for the product and the other end has this spoolie situation. So first I just brush through my brows just to get all of these fringe going in the same direction. And I know a lot of people say to brush up. I kind of do up and over. I don't know, do what works for what you have. I feel like I have some kind of wild eyebrows. They are kind of fluffy and don't like to be told what to do. And that's fine and all, but you just have to figure out how to tame that situation. So what I do then, I switch over to the other end, which has the little brush thing. I should know proper names, but I don't. So it's a brush thing. And I just run it through the product a little bit. And this is where you just have to be really careful. And I just recommend going in very lightly, small strokes. I used to think that that wasn't important because I don't like being told what to do either, but people were right, and take it from me, who has had plenty of really bad eyebrow days, and going in with a light hand, small strokes really does make a big difference. And what I like to do, it's just what has worked out for me, is starting kind of in the middle and defining the arch, and then working it through the tail, and just going slowly is a big deal. Towards the tail, you just want to be sure it gets enough product, because that's obviously the thinnest part, and I feel like it fades the fastest. So you can kind of see I've started this process, then I go back in, get a little bit more product, and then I start making my way towards the start of the eyebrow. And they say that it should kind of, the end, or the beginning, whatever, the beginning of your eyebrow should kind of line up, if you do this, with the edge of your eye. So that's what I kind of do. Once again, I've been doing this for so long that I feel like I kind of have it worked into muscle memory, where to start and where to stop. But honestly, a lot of days this flops as well, so you just never know. Like, I think I just went too far because I'm talking and not paying attention. But I'll clean that up later, that's all right. That's what the Q-tip is for. But then after I have gotten the shape I like, I go back through with the spoolie and just brush it through and kind of evenly disperse the product, because sometimes certain spots, like where you first applied it or whatever, look a little heavier and not as uniform with everything else. So I kind of just brush it the same way that I brushed in the beginning before I had any product on at all. And you can kind of tell that it at least, like, I feel like it just opens up your eyes so much more when you have a defined brow. But you know, to each their own. So I'm going to go in with my big mirror. I feel like the shape looks good. I might have a little bit on the end to clean up. I might as well go ahead and do that. So that's where I take my trusty Q-tip. I know I look kind of crazy right now with like one eyebrow and one not so much eyebrow, but this isn't the most sanitary thing, but it's me on me, so I mean, I trust myself. I just kind of wet this with my mouth and do any cleanup that needs to take place. Once again, like I said, especially on the tail, just to make it like a real point instead of just kind of like a sloppy, however it ended up. So hopefully you can kind of see. I'm sorry for being so close. I know this isn't the best for your viewing pleasure. So yeah, now I'm just gonna go through and do the exact same thing on the other side. I always start with this brow because it is the better behaved out of the two. So we'll see just how mean this other one wants to be today. I do this thing where I pretty much only, like, I love getting my eyebrows dyed because it just makes things so much easier, because I do not enjoy doing this at all, and days where I'm not going anywhere or doing anything, I definitely don't do this. And there are some days where even if I am going somewhere, I still don't do it because I don't want to. I still look fine. It's not like I must have eyebrows to leave the house, but you know, I think it's nice when I do. Anyway, I could just talk in circles all day long. But my favorite thing is to get them dyed. It just makes everything so much easier. They fade pretty evenly, and it's just nicer. I really try to think through the timing of when I get them dyed and when I make those appointments, because that adds up if I were to do it as often as I need it. So I try to time it around like important events or holidays or whatever, where I want them to look their best. And then every other day when it's just, you know, an average, what is today? Wednesday, Thursday? Then I can just make do with this. So now after cleaning those up a little bit, I think I cleaned them up a smidge too much on this side. So I'm gonna just go back in, redefine that tail a little bit. And then now, I don't know if you can tell, I think they look mostly even, but that's when I back up and go to the big mirror. That's about where we want to be. So the last step, I need to grab the product. And I will say, as far as this product goes, I know it's a smidge pricey, but this product in particular has amazing reviews. People love it. There might be a cheaper alternative, but for what you pay, I feel like you get a lot of product. Like, I've had this honestly for almost a year, and there's still a ton in there. It'll probably last me another year. Is that good? Does it expire? I don't know, but regardless, it's pretty good. The other product, I just picked this up at Target. It's by Pixie. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but it's just a brow gel. And if you go through the whole painstaking process of filling in your brows and adding as much color as you have to for, once again, the blondness of our eyebrows, they can just fade throughout the day. And so what I like to do is add a brow gel over top of it, just to keep, first of all of the brows going in the direction that I want them to, because mine tend to kind of like come out at you. And I don't know about you, but I don't feel like that's a cute look. And so I want to prevent that. I don't like to scare people. And so it keeps them in place, and I think it also helps the color last. All right guys, well this is the finished look. I feel like they turned out pretty well. Once again, some days are better than others, but for the most part, this is kind of on par with average. And I feel like it just does a lot to help define your face and just really show off the best features. I have hair in my mouth. Sorry, pretty typical. Anyways, like I said, I have other products that I use as well. So if you enjoyed this and you'd like to see me use those other products, or you're interested in what exactly those are, definitely give this video a like and let me know in the comments below. If you use another product, I would also love to hear about that, because as much as I love this, I'm always on the hunt for even better products. So if you feel like you found the winning product that we all need to know about, once again, just leave that in the comments below and I'll do my best to link what I talked about. If I can't find it, then I'll at least try to leave the name in the description so you can be on the lookout for that as well. But thank y'all so much for watching. We really appreciate it, and we'll see y'all soon.